Hello,
Hello.
we're back. Another episode, another podcast. And boy, some news has happened.
Is it?
Yes,
Has it?
yes. Also, I want to kick off strong here. With, especially within the Netherlands, the sort of a lack of special needs, like help for children. Because, some children may have physical, mental disabilities and need some more help with their education. However, apparently the Dutch government doesn't give two shits about them because they're not, they don't make enough money. Apparently they don't make enough money of the disabled to give them what they need.
Wait, what did I miss?
Apparently the Dutch, like, if you need to go to a basically special needs school, like, you might have a little bit trouble learning that type of shit.
Yeah.
Apparently, you're 16 and you're getting material from, like, when you're basically like 5, and it says that on the book. And there's actually been tables thrown over that. With, the best example I can give is basically that they gave within the article, a 16-year-old was given a book that said Group 3 on it. And that is like that's the first class, like the first year, where you actually properly learn stuff. Like, that's the year you start, like, you start math and everything. The first year, group 1 and 2 are like basically just running around eating dirt. Like, that's basically what you're doing. And that is necessary. Children need to learn to, be, how to play, how to be outside, get their immune system up and running. Because that shit happens at school. Knowing from a bunch of my colleagues that have children that have experienced this firsthand. With one child gets sick, all of them get sick immediately. Because, they're children. Their hygiene is picking their nose and eating it, or, throwing it around somewhere. That's basically that. And them not getting the care, like, if you have a learning disability and you can't get the proper education, you're just never learning. Like, because the pace that it's usually taught is too fast for specifically you. Like, you can't keep up. But it's really depressing if you keep seeing the same, like, book over and over again, even though others are progressing within their education. They get mad at that. And because, they might have a mental disability, they immediately get physically angry.
I feel like they should just, I don't know, get good.
Yeah, but if you've been nerfed from birth...
Not actually.
If you got a bad spawn and you have to suffer
You
for
heard
a
it
little
here
bit.
first, folks. Joran hates disabled people.
Wait a minute.
Actually, yeah, he has good reason to, you're right.
Oh wait, yeah. I exist.
What?
Well, it's not necessarily a disability, actually, my right arm.
I think it is. Does it not count as a disability?
Well, it is a very light one. It's just mobility. Like, I don't really have full range of motion, but I do have, like, normal strength within my arm. So that isn't the problem. It's, like, it's just mobility. It's just nerve damage from birth. You know, I can't really do anything about that. You'd have to talk to my, you have to talk to my mom about it.
We might be in trouble here.
Ooh.
Yep.
Yep.
Restart, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like a lot of people see my arm and immediately assume things like, you know, they see a
What?
physical disability and they immediately assume a mental disability. Because often those two can be linked together. Not always. I sometimes question if I got a mental disability, but that's, you know, pretty on par for the bullshit that I pull sometimes. And you two will definitely know what I'm talking about.
Apparently.
Well, you know my bullshit.
Well, yes.
You know the shit that I do. For example, during Carnival, which is just a bunch of adults dressing up and getting drunk. I mean, a friend decided to go by train. I don't know
Oh
what.
yeah, that's not the evening to go do that. No.
Yeah, let's just say we are around The Hague at like 7 p.m. and beer bottles, beer cans, beer on the floor, puke on the floor because, you know, someone apparently got too drunk and just thrown up on the floor. Trains smell terrible.
At Carnival?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
Guess what?
surprising.
Guess what? You drink a lot, you're gonna have to throw up. So, advice: don't drink a lot when you know you're gonna throw up. You probably don't remember it because you drank too much. Like,
Oh my god, I love Beast Crest.
People should-
I have not played around with it. Holy fuck.
people should really consider what drinking is doing to your body, but I guess it's just too normalized for that.
Yeah.
It's just too normalized to drink. Like if only when you drink a lot, then it becomes a problem. Then you're seen as an alcoholic. But if you keep it at, you know, low amounts, then you're just seen as fun, apparently. Instead of slowly drinking your,
Well, low amount is relative.
yeah. Like, sure, if you have the occasional...
Wait, you can remove these stones?
Yes. For example, if you have, like, the occasional drink. Like, sure, the occasional drink is a possibility. But only occasionally, and when you don't have to drive. Because drinking and driving is still incredibly dangerous, and you will probably end up hitting somebody, but because you are drunk, your muscles relax and you survive. In the meantime, the family of 5 you just hit is,
They should have just relaxed more.
Yeah.
Clearly.
I guess you should have drank some.
Yeah. If they were just alcoholics, they would have been fine.
Yeah, no.
I have great takes today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Clearly.
yeah. I'm very glad you're here.
Yes. Yeah.
I woke
How
up
about
today I was like, you know what? I'm gonna
how
give
about
some
I
good
change the
insight to the world.
subject to something that I genuinely want your opinion on?
We could do that.
It's a follow-up to something I've already talked about, I think 2 episodes ago.
Do you think I
Was it one
remember
episode
that
ago?
one?
I think it was 2 episodes ago. Oh, when I say what it's about, you will remember.
Probably.
It's about a client of mine.
Oh, you mean the
Ah.
The one who wants to defy physics and came with Google AI calculations to prove that.
Yeah.
Yes, that one.
Okay, you know what he sent yesterday?
What?
No.
He sent an email to offer to collaborate, where he's gonna do tests in a highly like protected area, which what? Where he calls himself. Should I say it involves his name? You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. Fuck it, not his full name, but like he calls himself the architect of the law of Brown. His last name is Brown. It's a common enough last name that I'm confident enough of just saying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that man might be
So he's
slightly.
come up with his own physics law that does not work, that he
Uh,
named after himself.
May I say that he might be slightly, a little bit deranged.
Yes. Yes, and we what?
Hey, if you can get money out of him.
Also, my man came up with this new physics thing, and then the next email he sent, he doesn't know how to send images because they all just said image.png and image.jpg, but there were no images.
Aww. Let me guess, it was to prove that
So-
his physics were true?
Probably, but if you don't even know how to send a fucking image in an email.
Yeah. Some people are just not good with technology, Jim. You should know that. You have
Well,
parents.
yeah, sure, but this is reaching new heights.
Heights or
Lows.
lows?
Lows. Depends on how you want to look at it. From a comedic standpoint, that's definitely heights.
It's hilarious. Yes. I will say that much.
So, Yoran, when are you gonna do a study into the law of Brown?
I could ask my teacher if he knows
Well, it's
about
not. No,
it.
but it's new. It's new. It's not acknowledged yet. This is your time to also
Yeah, but
make
I feel
money.
like but I feel like he would be more specialized in this area still.
Maybe, or did we take this opportunity and expand on it to make money? I'll
How do
ask
we
if-
make money of this? Is the
Well,
question.
I'll ask if my colleague can send through those Google AI calculations, and then we'll work from there.
So you want us to work from a bunch of AI calculations,
Yes, we're gonna
As if people-
expand on it.
as if people are gonna believe AI calculations.
Look, if that man believes it,
I guess.
we'll use teriology.
Or we just. Wouldn't you basically just be a con
remember
artist at
that?
that point?
Nah.
Like- You're just scamming people out of their money.
But remember teriology? We'll use that.
How about we
I
use
don't know
our
if I remember
brains?
teriology.
It was when an actor, like Terrence something, came up with his own math ideas because 1 times 1
Oh, wasn't that like
should be 2
the
according to you.
the original roadie, I think, in
I
Iron
don't
Man.
know. Maybe? I think, yeah, I think he has played an Iron Man, yeah. But his thing was like 1 multiplied by 1 is still 1, so it doesn't multiply, so it can't be, so it has to be 2.
Well, it's easy to disprove that theory.
He
Yes.
almost understood.
No.
All you have to
no,
think of,
Not only is that a misunderstanding of math, that is a misunderstanding of language.
yeah, but it's like you have one time.
Yes.
So how much do you have? If you only have one. Well, apparently he thinks it's supposed to be 2. And we think he's stupid.
Yes. And delusional. But I'm sure if we combine that with the law of Brian, then it will work.
Also, in the
No, absolutely.
meantime,
The law of Brown almost proves everything in existence currently.
Yes.
I say currently because we don't know what will be added by the law of Brown
Yes.
yet.
we don't know the lore yet, so
Yes, it still has endless possibilities.
Yes, it could go any which way.
Look, we're technically we're a step closer to developing teleportation. You know, I'm not even wrong.
You're
In
you're
that man's head.
how do I say this?
with words.
You you're wrong by being right.
Technically wrong. Technically.
I'm right in his mind.
That just
I'm
sounds.
sure I can convince him of that. But I don't want to talk to him, so I won't.
Yeah, because it sounds incredibly scuffed.
Also because I've already talked to him once, and he sounds exactly the way you would expect someone like this to sound.
Let me guess.
That's to say, very annoying.
Yeah.
I am very curious though about his like supposed like protected area that he wants to test it, because that makes it sound like he brought in the military.
It also makes it sound like he basically just has a
Have you
garden.
considered the theory that this might just be a competitor trolling the heck out of you guys?
No, because he has bought from us before.
So he has bought from you guys before and then suddenly
Yeah.
decided now it's
Like,
perfect time to be
few-
delusional and just give up on all
A few
physics.
years ago.
and has just given up on physics.
Apparently so.
No. Physics have given up on him.
No, he's no. He has expanded upon physics.
Sure. I'm just waiting to hear like to hear the news that a massive explosion has happened.
Where?
And it's him trying to find something out.
Well, if he manages to explode it, that would be impressive.
I guess it might be somewhat of an actual discovery.
I guess so, yeah.
If he manages to blow himself up. That is a thing, I guess. Yeah. Eh. So shall I check the news? Because
I mean, I'm sure there's political stuff to talk about.
I'm sure Trump has done something this week.
oh no, we have Dutch politics to talk about.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what I was
yeah.
referring to.
Because we had a minister who apparently got I'm just gonna say kicked out, but like basically had problems because he lied on his resume.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
I did see that.
I wonder where you heard that.
NOS.
When I read the newspaper this morning
Oh, I
And,
thought it was going to be Lubach.
at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Right next to the. I don't remember any news from the newspaper. Maybe I should have read it.
I don't remember anything. Maybe I should have
was
paid
indeed-
attention to it.
It was indeed Lubach.
You realize how scuffed that sounds. Like, I don't remember anything. Maybe I should have read it. Instead of, you know...
Oh, I can't go this way. What the fuck?
But let's see, what else do we have? Hmm. So, after France, Belgium is looking to Shein as in for selling illegal products. You know, the online shop where you can get ridiculously cheap stuff, which is probably illegally sourced because that's the only way it can be done that cheaply. Is that kind of place?
No, I think you don't see the vision.
Does it say? Oh, sex dolls that look like children.
Oh.
That's the illegal stuff we're talking
Those-
about here.
Those exist?
Yes, apparently.
You didn't notice?
No.
And to the people
I
that
thought
buy
it was-
them,
I thought it was perfectly common knowledge, of course.
well, this has
I
actually
never-
been on the news before, but with France.
I've never bought one before.
Me neither. It has just been
Sure.
actually on the news a while ago. But
Or
now it's
looked
come
one
back
up.
for a part 2. Because apparently they weren't done buying them. The only upside I could see to them is that they actually buy that instead of going for the real thing. The problem is, it's also a great gateway to trying it in real life, which is a bad idea. And should only be done.
What do you mean should only
Never.
be done?
Should only be done in the case of after the world has ended. That's when you're allowed to do it, when everything is gone. So you can't even do it anymore. Only then can you. Only when you can't do it anymore are you allowed to do it. That's a great
if
business. It's
The
a great
rest of the world
plan.
is gone and you remain. Does that then make everything considered immoral moral?
Everything
mean,
is
there's
everything
no one
becomes
left
legal.
There's no one left to check your morals, is there?
Yeah, but then again, there's no
No.
one left. So what are you gonna do?
But does that in turn make it okay? Ooh.
I didn't say that, but there's nobody to check.
The thing is, Jim, nobody will be there to keep you in check. But there won't be anything you can do to anyone. That's the biggest concern. Like, you can't do anything. Then what would you do if you were the only one left? Like, what can you do apart from die pretty soon because you run out of food. Like-
Develop survival skills.
When you actually need to survive, one wrong move, and where would people be that need to heal you? Hospitals don't function anymore. Like, you might have a little bit of spare time before all the nuclear power plants go up.
I
dead.
think we did.
Yeah. Like, it's only if you're the only one left on Earth, there's a big chance you're gonna die pretty soon, simply because electricity, it runs out. You basically have a very small window where the internet is still functional before that gives out. So I guess a library might be the best option, but then again, as I said before, nuclear power plants, like coal power plants or anything else, that just fades. Like a coal power, the fire runs out. Big whoops. But nuclear power plant, it's either gonna cease function or it's gonna blow up. Those are the two options that you have. So you basically have to prepare for big amounts of radiation. But where are you going to find shelter for that? It's a bit of a thing. Like, you can look into it, but the best thing to do if you're the only one left on Earth alive is to just die. Same with same with any doomsday scenario that you might fantasize about. Like, a zombie apocalypse or any other situation with low amounts of survivors. You're probably going to be you're not going to be the one that's heroically saving everyone. You're going to be the one that just dies immediately. And also, do you really want to live in a world where it's actually just suffering?
No, the real world.
Yes. Although it might actually be more positive if all the big corporations are gone. Yeah. But anyway, what else do we have? Speaking of nuclear reactors, apparently our government wants to get more nuclear energy going.
That's good.
Yes, I'm all for that because it's just a fancy way of boiling water. Like 90% of how we generate power. Apart from maybe like wind and solar, it's all just... Have you tried bringing water up to temperature? That's all it is. And then shooting the steam past the turbine and then letting the turbine spin. And that generates electricity. And also, I'm just gonna rapid fire news a little bit. They want apparently some people want the website Polymarket for betting and basically gambling. They want them out of the Netherlands because very obvious reasons. Like, you cannot just... It's not just like betting on sports. You can bet on everything. You can bet on a celebrity appearing at an event. You can basically bet on if I'm going to take a shit tomorrow.
I say you don't.
No, you're in for a shitty
mean-
surprise.
That would not be healthy. If he didn't.
It would result in a shitty situation, yes. A less than favorable scenario. Then on to some worse news. A theater in Naples has burned down. Today. Around noon, and yeah. Apparently, they think the fire is caused by a short in the electrical system, which in those very old buildings is it's a building for, like, the theater existed since 1847. That's a while ago. No, it's slightly before we were born. And slightly after one of our old teachers. Who is apparently quitting.
Yes, that is kind of sad.
It is kind of sad.
That does seem to be happening. Yes.
At the same time, it is to be expected.
Yes.
Like, he just did it for fun, and I mean, we're not there anymore, so
So therefore, he is not having fun. Yeah. No, you're right.
should we send this? Should we send this to him?
No.
Probably for the better. Actually, I got at my job, I got a question today. Because there are going to be like a couple of days at the start of March where it's all about just like people coming to companies to maybe get a little bit of a tour to get an idea. And I got a question if I had any like contacts of teachers or just any way to directly contact them. I could have just given a number. I just realized I thought, well, I don't have those contacts anymore because I don't have the email addresses. We just remembered we had their phone numbers.
Yes.
And they can always just call the school and ask for a specific person.
Yeah. So then we have basically one. I have one colleague that does like social media and everything. So like marketing.
The poor guy.
That's a woman.
Oh, actually, that makes sense.
That
checks
makes
out.
It makes a lot more sense because we men are a lot simpler in our advertising. It's basically, this is our product, buy it. Like, no explanation or anything, just this is our product. And other men will see it and think, that looks like a good product. We're gonna buy it. Like, we don't have to sell as much. Also, I'm drinking out of the big mug again. The very big, oversized mug.
Right. For when you're extra thirsty, I guess.
Which is an actual, like, proper bit of training once once it's full. Like, once it's empty, it's fine. But if it's full, you are actually somewhat struggling. It's actually somewhat funny when you see it in person. And you realize the sheer size of it. The sheer power of 0.8 liters of tea. Because I don't drink coffee, I just drink tea. Because tea is delicious. Even at work, I easily drink like... I mean, there we have like those paper cups almost. But they're doing like easily like 5 a day. It's delicious. Um. Hmm. You know Odido, the phone company that had a massive data
Yeah.
breach recently.
Oh, really?
Again.
Yes. They apparently kept people's data longer than they were allowed to, or
Really?
that they said they were keeping it.
That's
to no one's
surprising.
to no one's surprise. Like, whoops, we kept your data for too long. And also today I got like 2 emails saying that if you get a message from this person that you shouldn't open it because their inbox got hacked and to just ignore it or report if you got one. And saying that it could be connected to those leaks where I was like, yeah, that's expected. It is expected to sort of struggle. We also have the Olympic Games that have been going on in Italy.
Yeah, we have been doing quite well.
Yes.
Yeah, apparently we have.
Especially with who would guess skating,
Yeah.
which we normally don't do well at all.
No, not at all.
Sam
Well-
Kramer, who's that?
Well, I have noticed that it's becoming less and less purely because there is less and less space to do it. Like back in the day,
Back
could
in
just-
Jules' day.
well,
Yeah.
our days, because we're basically around the same age.
No, you're the older one here.
Yeah, so I can say it. You like all the waterways here would basically freeze over, and you could, do ice skating, and a lot of people did it, and that's how you get.
Well, you say you could, but that implies that I can.
Well, you could if you can figure out how to, use ice skates. If you don't know
can
how to
ice
use them,
skate.
Not great, no.
schaatsen.
Wow.
That, like, I can do 400 meters in half an hour.
That sucks.
I do a whopping 2 kilometers per hour.
How are you that slow?
Never done it before at that point. It was my first time. And I was all the way by the edge and kept going to the right, meaning I just kept sort of slamming into the side. I didn't
Right.
fall. I will say that.
I did. I did a lot.
Yeah, I didn't. I still want to do it again at some point, but it might be smarter to actually maybe not try it on a very smooth and slippery surface.
Man is just gonna start ice skating on the concrete.
No, maybe first try it like normal skate. Although, with doing it on ice, you do have the bonus of it's slippery. So if you fall and you do it correctly, you can just continue sliding, and the longer a fall takes, the less harmful it becomes. Because that's how it works. If you slow down the impact, then instead of coming to a full stop immediately, you keep sliding. You might, have a little bit of a bruise, but you won't break anything. What else do we have?
I have something.
Then what do you have?
We are finally getting a new Castlevania game.
Yay!
Wait, when did the last one come out? I'm gonna look that up real quick. And I don't mean Lords of Shadows. Fuck Lords of Shadows. I don't think anybody cares about those games. Lost Castlevania game. Oh, even Lords of Shadows was fucking 24. Mobile and wait a minute. Castlevania has mobile games?
Every big franchise has to have at least one obscure failure of a phone game.
I guess so. Circle of the Moon, the last actual Castlevania game.
Yeah.
Circle of the Moon released for the Game Boy Advance in 2001.
Oof.
That's how long it's been.
Yeah.
And we're getting a new one.
Yay.
You bet your ass I'm playing that on my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And Twitch.
What do we have?
Apparently it's also releasing this year, actually.
Apparently, Jeffrey Epstein bought a replica of a painting.
Isn't he in
And
prison?
the painting was... let's see, I know it was... The painting is called The Massacre of the Innocents. Ironically enough.
Right. But wasn't he in prison?
Yeah. But this has been released from the files. So...
Oh. Okay, so this just happened a while ago.
Also, a funny thing to me, which is... It's just a side thing. Like, apparently he at some point tried to buy, I think, a Subaru WRX as a car, but turned it down because it was a manual. And apparently he couldn't drive stick. He couldn't operate a handle.
Wait, you say that he couldn't operate a stick? That's
Yeah.
quite ironic.
He let others do it for him.
Are we allowed to say that?
Well, he couldn't drive a manual car.
What do you mean, are we allowed to say that?
That feels wrong.
Well, he just
You were
let other...
talking about morals earlier.
He let other people do it.
Yes, no, I don't approve.
I wanted to say a worse version of that, but I know that is definitely gonna get us thrown off this platform.
Well, I'm not getting in the States anymore. That's for sure.
Oh, none of us are. So, or at least we could go to the States either way and just see what happens. See if anything fun or terrible happens to us.
Yeah, that sounds like a bad plan. So,
Yes,
so actually, I'm all for it then.
Yes, but doing it for the funny. Because it's the funny. We also Obama gave an answer to a video released by current President Donald Trump, but in regards to his video, the video where he depicted Obama and his wife as monkeys. That tasteless
Very
video.
original.
Yeah, that has definitely never been done before.
Yeah. And apparently also said he's never seen evidence of aliens.
What, Trump?
No, Obama. But it's apparently just personal beliefs and not a fact.
What? Wait, you're saying that aliens aren't necessarily
He
real?
says that they exist, but he hasn't seen them, and they're not locked up in Area 51.
I do believe that.
Yeah. That's probably just military testing, mostly.
Area 51 has just had so much secrecy around it. Didn't they test the SR-71 there as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, so big secrecy. For obvious reasons. And the one of Russia's opposition leaders, I think Alexander Navalny, has passed away as well. Which is
quite bad, probably.
It is quite bad, but it is to be expected, to be fair. It was only a matter of time before he would die. First of all, old age exists. Second of all, it's Russia. Putin has basically put himself there as a dictator. The only reason we are sort of okay with that is because he did it very sneakily and slowly over months, if not years.
I was about to say, are we okay with that?
No, but the reason why many are okay with it. I'm not okay with it.
Because I don't remember me being okay with that, to be fair.
Yeah, but a lot of people are like, it just happened.
Are we surviving this? Yes, we are somehow surviving this.
Like, he slowly rose to power and he basically pulled a Stalin by basically being the one that gives the power away. Is saying, you're my buddy. If you stay my buddy, then I shall give you power. I will put you in a very beneficial position.
Okay, we are so dead.
No, we ain't. No, we ain't. And just having the power to give other people power is a great power.
With great power comes great big booty bitches.
Yes. That's why you should always just be careful.
Yeah, because you never know if you're gonna find one of those in the nearby future. Okay.
You're never gonna go when you suddenly find big booty bitches. You will never.
Absolutely the message of Spider-Man, by the way.
Yes.
No. That's the message of what was the movie I sent you, Jules?
Did we have this last time as well?
Superhero movie. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's the message of superhero movie.
Yes.
What?
You know, the movie, superhero movie.
Is that a movie?
That is indeed a movie, yes.
And I also have train news because trains. Apparently, a train in Switzerland has
Apparently, a train.
yeah, in Switzerland has has derailed due to a bunch of snow. Basically, a bunch of snow slid down the hill onto the tracks. Train conductor or train driver couldn't see it on time because it's a train. You're going through it was right after a tunnel and derailed. I think they're like five. There, it's literally just says 5 wounded. Like it isn't a big accident. It's just whoops. The train driver just had a bit of an oopsie. Nothing major. Just 5 people got hurt and train got massively derailed. This week has been quite eventful, actually, with news.
Yeah, apparently.
Because Disney, of all companies, has gone after the Chinese company ByteDance for their AI
Oh,
film tool.
I have something for you.
What?
So, you know the Knights of Guinevere by Glitch Productions?
Yeah.
So, recently we got an update that it's greenlit and it's officially going to be made.
Yay.
And in that update, they also revealed an art book with concept art for the pilot episode. And at the end of it, there's a disclaimer. All art was produced by real people. Like, and
These
then
days,
and
that's
then it was
rare.
like, yeah, that's exactly what it said. And I just know I am very certain that is definitely a jab at Disney because that whole show is, it's like kind of criticizing Disney. To the point where the main character, like Princess Guinevere's hair, is like suspiciously similar to Mickey Mouse ears, right?
Yeah.
I'm very certain that it's like a, kind of a joke with that, because like, Disney was gonna invest in AI and shit.
Yeah, we don't like AI all that much.
I don't really care. I'm gonna be real.
Well,
Well, I do, but like AI art specifically, I don't give a shit.
I'd rather have stuff
And
actually.
that's coming from the artist of us three.
Yes.
I'd rather have my art actually made by man.
Also, sure, how did
Me
we do
too.
this that the planes are like perfectly opposite?
No, it's not entirely opposite.
No, that's pretty close.
Like I also preferred from them, but my thing is like, I making actually good AI art still takes a lot of human effort. Like I can acknowledge that. So if you do that, I am completely fine with it. Most people though, put in a prompt, take the first result or like 200 of them, and that's it.
Yeah. But if you're gonna have to put that much effort in it anyway, why not? And this might be a weird
Well,
concept.
it's not proportional though.
do it
It's
yourself in the
still
first place.
easier to
It's
use AI.
Yeah, you can get a solid
it's
starting
also
point.
very different. Like it is two very different processes.
Yes, but why not start by making it yourself and actually learning the skill?
Uh, from what I've seen of it, you still need to partially do that
So
for
you have to
like
learn the
more
skills
more
anyway.
difficult poses. Well, you need to like sketch.
Yeah, but you basically need to learn the skill,
Yes.
and then you're not going to
Like,
use the skill in its entirety.
and also you need an artistic eye, which already kind of means, you know. Wait, where is it?
Yeah, you're already, if you want to do it right, you're basically gonna have to be an artist already, which basically means you wouldn't be needing AI anyway. You could just do it yourself. So the only people that actually use AI are the people that just, as you previously stated, by like you just take the first couple of make a prompt, take the first couple of results, and done. You've created art.
Yeah, no.
That ain't art.
I
That's
mean,
just
okay, for concept arting, I can still accept that, but
the final results should not use AI ever.
yeah. Fuck.
Because it's like sometimes you just see AI art and it's just like or an automatic turn off. Just no.
Yes. Yes, I do agree to that.
Read it here first, people. Jules not sexually attracted to AI art.
I mean,
Yes,
that is unfortunately what it's very often used for, so.
Well,
Grok.
yes.
Grok AI.
Not just Grok. I'm mostly talking about those fucking video games and like AI girlfriends.
Yeah. Like I do this quite often or whenever I feel like it.
Yeah, because we're not in a loneliness epidemic anyway, so why not
Yeah.
create
But
chatbots to increase it?
yes, but what I do is I just
Wait.
go on Steam and go to the new and trending and see how many games there are that have to tag sexual content because it's funny. And I've also found out that the quality of those games consists of one of two things. Either it's AI and it just looks like shit, or it looks like it was made like 5 to 10 years ago in Source Filmmaker, or just made with like quickly within Unity or Unreal Engine. It just doesn't look correct or right at all. And yet, if you look at the pricing of those games, it's often above $10 or around the €10 mark. It's just even more depressing. Like, you are lonely, so you pay actual money for an AI game. So you're basically paying to be even lonelier than you already were. People really need to go outside more often, or getting a job, or doing anything else. Just go outside, go find a hobby, meet people through that hobby, find
I've
friends.
actually had this conversation quite a couple times as of recently, where I asked like, so what hobbies do you have? Like, what do you do in your free time?
Yeah.
Nobody does anything really.
What? How do people not have an answer to that?
Well, most people just say, yeah, I play a little bit of soccer and I drink with friends, and that's about it.
I mean, that's fair enough.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not really that. It doesn't really sound that interesting, though.
No.
Like, Jim, you can at least say like I draw. Like you can
And I
show.
write.
Yeah, you can actually have that stuff. And the rest of us basically
And I edit.
the rest of us basically do like engineering shit and making
I
some
do
stuff
that as my job.
or drumming or
Yes,
working on
like-
old cars.
Yeah, I'm surprised that there aren't that many people who like actually are picking up skills. That's not really a thing.
Well, we have crypto and online casinos to do, or Joran.
Yeah, but that's more like a side hustle.
Tell that to those people.
Yeah. I'm sure
okay.
you've seen the video of any casino within the US with just the elderly people just absolutely mashing the screen or the button. Like-
No, I have not seen this. This sounds hilarious, actually.
That's cool.
Yeah, actually, we
Oh,
watched this at
That
school.
video.
Yeah.
I thought you
English
meant
lessons.
I thought you meant an advertisement.
No, like actual elderly people. Quit putting it on fast. Doesn't like it.
Yeah, I know what you mean now.
Yeah, like full of mashing the screen or tapping the screen, just basically begging a computer for money.
Yes.
It's pathetic and hilarious at the same time.
I don't know if hilarious is the right word for this, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah, people need to, find more hobbies. Like, just go do random shit. Maybe you don't like it immediately. Either you quit the hobby or you find something else. Also, why are you putting it on fast forward?
Because it's running fine.
No, not for me. Not on my end. On mine, I'm getting like 2 to 3 FPS. And I'm the one recording. So visually,
Right.
this also looks terrible.
Not an issue. Get better.
Well,
Exactly. This is just pure skill issue.
yeah, I'm not buying a better PC yet.
Why not? The prices are so optimal right now.
Yeah, optimal for selling a kidney. To buy 1 stick of RAM. Because the thing is with that, for PC gaming or any other PC related things, AI has ruined a lot, if not everything. Prices are all the way up because the companies that produce the parts or the chips rather give them to AI companies because they have a bigger profit margin.
Yeah, have you
than
seen the
gamers.
recent Nvidia announcement?
No, but I'm sure it'd be terrible.
It's much worse than you think.
Aren't they gonna
Well-
stop
Yeah.
fucking?
That means prices will go up even more.
No, they're not gonna stop as a company. They're gonna stop.
Like production.
I think
Just be
graphics
hap-
card.
Just be happy you have a graphics card now, because they're gonna stop making them.
Yeah, because they all need it
At
for
least
AI.
for us. Yes.
The most worrying thing is this can go one of two ways. Either the bubble pops and a lot of the companies start losing millions, if not billions. Billions and billions, that. Or they realize that we have all the computing power, we're going to go for cloud services now. We have to buy a subscription to even use a PC.
Yeah, Nvidia reportedly won't release any new RTX graphic cards this year, and the RTX 60 is set to be pushed back too.
Yeah, they really
You know
want
what?
to
You know what the
They,
reason
they
is?
still make their older models though, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, but you know what the reason is?
What?
Although they have cut back production by 40%.
Yeah.
The reason is lack of RAM.
Yeah, guess where the RAM is
Oh.
going?
You
So they
know
just
who
can't afford.
caused,
So they just can't
So-
afford to make more.
but you know who caused the lack of RAM?
Nvidia itself.
Nvidia.
So,
So they just can't produce anymore.
Yes.
well, everything is going to
Okay,
AI
I thought
because,
they did it because they were just like, yeah, we don't need to anymore.
well,
Well, yeah,
everything.
but they are selling all the production capacity that they do have into AI production.
Yes,
Yeah, okay.
which is dumb. I want my decent graphics card for a decent price. No, I don't
Well, have
have
you
to.
seen the price of the current RTX 5090?
No, and I don't want it.
I will say the latest model is definitely good enough.
So you want to buy an RTX 5090 for the low price of 38,900.
Oh
So
no, I'm talking
for-
about performance-wise.
So 4,000 for one PC part.
Yes. Depending on the specific model, it varies a lot.
Well, in fact, you don't even need their latest model. Like a
Okay,
couple
the
iterations
standard,
before
the
is good
Founders
enough.
Edition, the standard one is 34.99 right now. So basically
3,400.
3,500. 3,500.
Yeah, how about Nvidia starts not being such assholes and actually get their products at a, because I said they either almost if not entirely go bankrupt, or everything goes cloud based. I mean, at my company they already want to put Windows as cloud based.
Yeah, which is a stupid idea.
We often go places that don't even have service. How are we supposed to log in if we don't have service and we can't get to Windows? Imagine arriving at a at a job site. You're arriving at a building that's being built. You enter the building, you've done all your things. You open up your laptop and you realize, don't have access to shit. And otherwise you have to go, use mobile data, but, that we only have a small amount of that per month, like 5 gigs. So, how does one deal with that issue?
Is one supposed to deal with that issue?
Well, I mean, it's not my responsibility to fix that, but during the meeting, one of my colleagues specifically said, let them make the mistake. Because this is coming from way higher up, where they are not connected to how and what we do at all. It's just shit. Like, higher-ups don't notice what's going on within the company. They think they see a cost-cutting method. They try and implement it. And the only thing that's going to happen is it's going to go wrong. It's going to go horribly wrong. They are going to lose a lot of money. They have to revert the changes. Nobody's happy. that's basically how it's going. In the meantime, a lot of people are under a lot of pressure. Like today, right? It's basically been, I've seen a lot of colleagues just like, when the project leaders basically going around like, does anybody have time to do a little bit? And nobody had time. So you're going around trying to find someone that has time available to work for you, to basically like do a little bit of a project, but no, nobody has. And it's just, and then I'm there, I don't have the knowledge, so I'm just sitting there basically with next to no work, while I see the rest of the company, you know, doing a lot of work. Yeah. It's also just, we've had, like Jim, you've had dumb customers, but we have dumb customers as well.
No.
In your own company.
No. Just
Oh.
a building management system, right? What they do is, if they have full access to it, they will change all the data. Like there's, like something is not up to their specifications apparently, because they expect temperature changes to happen immediately. Like I turned the heat up, it should be hot immediately instead of just slowly heating up.
Well, that is possible, but the amount of energy capacity you're gonna need for that is
You might
kinda,
as well set the building on fire.
it's kinda crazy.
But then they start, or they like something up to what they want, so they change the values. And they keep doing that and doing that and doing that, and then it stops working, and then they call us saying, help, nothing's working. Or they get annoyed and start saying, your product is faulty. In the meantime, we go there, we look at the values, and a lot of them are overridden. And then we have to put a backup in there. You know, we spend, it might be an entire day.
Well, you know, at least you're getting paid for it.
Yeah, but in the meantime, you have other projects to do.
Yeah, as long as you're getting paid.
So while you're trying to do those projects...
You say as long as you're getting paid. If I had to work for that guy, like, you know, the one, I don't think I would. I don't give a shit that I would get paid. I'm not gonna fucking spend my time on something useless.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
You don't have a job, so...
Yeah.
You don't have a
You
full-time
don't have a
job yet.
You don't get to tell us what to do.
I do
No.
have a job.
Yeah, but you don't have a full-time
Alright,
job yet.
technically.
No, I don't,
Yeah.
not full time.
No, your
Then you
job
really
doesn't count.
Then you really start to appreciate...
You mean my job doesn't count?
You don't even earn enough to buy sushi.
I could buy sushi.
Yeah, once a month.
I'd be broke,
Go
but
ahead.
I would have sushi.
I bought sushi today. I felt a need for sushi since last week.
Joel?
And today
Yes?
I've got some for tomorrow.
I need to walk the dog. It's 10 o'clock.
Ah,
Yeah, we should also just end the episode, to be fair.
yeah. I mean, I could go on for a long... I do still have a bunch of things. I could still say a bunch of things.
Yeah, I'll be back in a bit. I just need to walk my dog, so in the meantime, don't die.
Yeah, but it is also sort of time to slow... Oh. But we should probably also start ending it, so... Because I have a lot of things to say, but there is one thing that I definitely want to say. We're not experts.
But we were here.